Welcome to Global Talk with Barrister Shazia Anjum. Today, I have been joined by one of the most hardworking foreign journalist who is living in Pakistan currently. Actually, she has been living for many years in Pakistan, and now she's also actually working on women projects, women empowerment project. She is an author of three or four books. She is going to tell you which books she's written, and she is very hardworking. She's worked for 20 years in South Asia as a correspondent. She is also managing director at a Rural Travel Pioneer. She runs her travel company in Pakistan. Now we are actually going to talk to her in terms of her experience, in terms of her actually missions, in terms of her projects. She's working in Pakistan. So we welcome Wilma Wonder. Wilma Wonder. So we welcome to my show. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you on my show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so yes, Wilma, thank you so much for joining me again. Just tell me a little bit about your journey in Pakistan, since when you've been living in Pakistan, and how is your experience as being a tourist or as being a resident? What's actually your position in Pakistan right now?
I am, what you say, I'm a former correspondent. I came already since 2006 to Pakistan because then I was based in Delhi, in India, at the other side of the border. And since 2015, I live here with my daughter. And since a couple of years, I was thinking, all this journalism, I always have to do the same stories, and there are so many other subjects to do. And I love traveling. I also have studied anthropology. I'm a writer, I'm a traveler. So I thought it's time to do something what I really like, what really has my passion. So I've set up this rural tourism, this community-based tourism. So I can tell you, I have the most happy life of the world. I'm a free bird. I organize the tours that I like, and if people want to pitch in, and it was happening before COVID, then I'm traveling, I'm writing, I'm enjoying Pakistan. I love the food, I love the people. So perhaps I'm the most happy person on earth.
Mm-hmm. So that's actually really great to hear, because many people, they think it's not safe when they go and live in Pakistan. And now I'm glad to hear that you've had a different experience. You've had a very positive experience. I just want to ask you to share one of your most creative experience in Pakistan, and why do you love living in Pakistan right now?
I love your I love your nature. I love your landscape. I love the people. They are very sweet. And sometimes I have days that I'm traveling that I even spend one penny because I have my breakfast free. I have my lunch free. I have my tea free. If I have to go to a place where I don't know, they go with the car to help me. I have never felt one day in my life that Pakistan was not secure. Even my daughter goes here to a Pakistani school in Islamabad, and she often tells me how she likes it here. She even doesn't want to go for her study to Europe. She wants to stay here. She has here friends here. I think the media, the international media, has given a little bit a wrong image of Pakistan as a country. Of course, I've been here with all these bomb attacks. I've done many reports about this, but it was not everywhere. It was mostly nearby the border of Afghanistan. And Islamabad, where I've been, was almost a safe city. And so many places in the rural area were safe. And now I think since 2 years, it's quiet. So I think it's a perfect tourist destination to go to Pakistan because it's unexplored. There's no mass tourism. It's not expensive. So it's a very good place.
So, do you think that it's very? Do you endorse? Actually, I've just heard you endorsed. It's very. There are loving people who actually cooperate to foreigners, and also you can find cheap food, cheap products where you can enjoy more during your life. And also, I'm glad to hear that you've endorsed Pakistan is a safe country to live in. So, what do you like most in Islamabad? Because Islamabad is capital of Pakistan. So, what do you like most in Islamabad?
It's like living in a mountain resort because from everywhere where you enter Islamabad, because it's built at the foot of the hills, you always see the hills. It feels sometimes like I'm in Switzerland or I'm in Austria, and it's even, I think, more beautiful here. I've lived many years as a
So
correspondent
it
in
feels
city
like
as
Switzerland
Delhi.
sometime, do you think,
Yeah,
mountain
Switzerland.
area?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. And it's a clean city. It's an organized city. I don't think it's a real city because from my place where I live to the other side of Islamabad, it's only 30 minutes. And I lived
Right.
before many years in Delhi. I lived in Jakarta. There was always traffic. The whole day there was traffic. Here you never never is traffic. You can move the whole day around. The air is clean. I think it's a very
So
beautiful
air is
and
clean, and also
peaceful place to
there
live.
are many mountain area in there. I've heard of. I think it's called Neelam Wadi, and there like PC Burban. Have you been to PC Burban before?
Yeah, yeah, but that's not the place that I really like, but because it's a five-star hotel in a mountain, and you still are sitting in your hotel room. What I really like, and that's I think the best of Pakistan is your villages. If I cross here
Village
from
sites.
Islamabad, the mountains, in 1.5 hours, I'm in Ghanpur Lake. That's also in valley. And if you go there to the villages, it's beautiful. Just sitting on the charpai, having your paratha, having your chai. It's you don't have to travel that much. There are so many Pakistanis who are going in the summer to Europe. They go to Italy or they go to Switzerland. And I think stay here. It's you have to. And
So you
of course, you
recommend
can go to the
instead
northern
of going
area.
to Italy, Europe, they should go to
Yeah,
northern areas. They should go to villages
yeah,
in mountain areas where they can find so many simple things like simple food, simple sitting area, simple nature of people, and also clean air where they can get fresh air from that area. So this is how you feel.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so many
Okay.
unexplored places tomorrow. I go to the. Have you ever heard about the Zoon Valley? It's after
Yes.
Kalakahar.
Yes.
Now, even you
I
find
think it's
lakes
on
with
the way of
flamingos.
Islamabad. When you travel towards Islamabad, then you see Kalar Kahar, and there are some places where you can just stay and visit around. So you just feel like you are standing in a broader areas, and you have a more broader vision of the scenery and I mean of the other places from one point. When you're standing out and looking out, then you can just realize, you can feel there are broader visions around Kalar Kahar. So what other places do you like around that area?
I like them I like the Markala Hills already. It's just
Margala
50
Hills,
minutes by
yes.
car, and then I can walk for hours.
Uh-huh.
I love to go to Chakwal, where you have all these lakes. Imran Khan has mentioned it now as
Yes.
the Lake District of Pakistan. Of course, I love the northern
Lake
areas,
District.
but I
So
also love
which lakes did you just mention now?
you have also, if you go to Kalakahar, at the left side, you go to Chakwal.
Uh-huh.
What people also
Chakwal
didn't
Lakes.
know, in Chakwal you have the most beautiful lakes. So the Pakistani
All
government
right.
now, they say
Uh-huh.
Chakwal is the Lake District of Pakistan. So it is, you have the Lake District in Great Britain, but you
Okay.
also have the Lake District in Pakistan.
Yes, because we are living here right now, experiencing the sceneries of England. So here, most popular place is Lake District, but now you are just giving resemblance Chakwal Lake to Lake District. So which is quite interesting actually to just hear your experience. How do you experience in Pakistan? So tell me about a little bit women's empowerment, because I've just heard you've been working on women's empowerment in Pakistan. So, I mean, what do you think, in which areas of life women need more empowerment in Pakistan?
Now I think most, but that's not where I'm going to work for. I think the women in the women in the highest middle class who um, are not allowed to work, or not allowed to work, or don't want to work. But that's not the places where I like to hang out. I like to go to the villages because I think your Pakistani women in the village are the most empowered women because they do everything. They take care of the household, they take care of their husbands and of the children. So now I've started in some villages some stitching projects. I call it fashion pioneers, and I'm so surprised how these women with their local embroidery and with their local talent are making the most fancy dresses.
Yes,
So
because
if this
I've
COVID is
actually.
really over, I think I'm going to try to sell this dresses in Europe because they are better than Gadi and they are better than the dresses you will find in the shop because they're all the same. But what these women are doing in the village is amazing.
Yes, I've seen in village women actually are hardworking. They do actually sewing of the clothing and embroideries, and they do hard work. And if some people can recognize their hard work, their skills, and how much love actually they put onto their work, if you can just find out some of good projects or they are working on, so easily you can sell it in a good price in good areas. Because the only issue they are having, they don't find right market and they don't have exposure where
Re-
they can just sell their
Exactly.
products to, and they are not just only getting peanuts for their hard work. But if they can find through like your personalities, through like your like-minded people, they can find right market. Obviously they are going to grow their economy, they are going to grow their skills, and also they can reach out to market where market can actually benefit from their services as well. So this is absolutely, I agree. You actually you are doing right work. You need to find out the right talent, right skills, where you can just not only help those women in village area, but also you can create market for them, and market can benefit from their embroideries instead of just giving so much to middlemen who are taking advantage of those
So,
skills and experiences. Completely agree. So that's fantastic to hear from you. Just tell me a little bit more about your tour company, because you are running your tour company. What do you do at your tour company, and how do you facilitate people to look around in Pakistan?
yeah, it's I call it community tourism, rural tourism. If you travel with me, you going to the village. If you want, you can sleep on the charpai. But the
Okay.
whole the most important, let me say, my business target is that as a tourist, you spend your money in the village. That means that
Okay.
you're going to hire the guides, you are using the people for your hotel room, for your food, for your transport, for all the activities what you're going to do.
Yes.
And so as a tourist, you spend your money on the village. It means that you help to develop the village. And this village, they need money, they need development.
Yes.
What you
So
now
are you
see is that
saying
often
that
from
when people
outside,
book?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
What you now often see is, let's give you an example of Ghanpur, the valley. There you have all these Buddhist statues and stupas.
Okay.
So, and especially these Buddhist countries are very interested in this Ghanpur valley. But if they come, they take the transport, the guides, they go back to Islamabad to sleep here. So if you
Okay.
have the facilities there, and they are there, and you use the local guides, you will see in a couple of years how this whole local economy is going to improve.
So, do you think that through tourism, the economy can be improved? What support are you getting from Pakistani government in terms of tourism?
No, I think they can help with giving perhaps the locals some small loans that they can improve their houses, make them that everybody wants to stay there because
Do you
I think
think you
the
need
basic
any
thing
support
should
from
be a team
Pakistani
of, yeah,
government, or do you think that you have enough resources to run your businesses or company on your own?
yeah, yeah. I also try to do it. I also tried to make, but we had COVID, so I had to stop for a while. But I also want to do some investment, help the people to make a nice, cozy room, try the locals to be guides, teach them some English, teach them how to serve
Yes, this
a
is very
tourist.
important. Yes, if you can
And I
teach them
think this
English,
is what
then
the
it's a
government should do. They
good
should give
bridge between
courses.
two communities where people can express their feelings. They can coordinate with foreigners and I mean, in terms of asking some questions and showing their concerns. So this is also very important. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the government should do through whole Pakistan. Yeah, in all these places where you're going to help them to give them a local course. Because if you've never worked in the tourist industry, then that's something what you have to learn. How do you serve a tourist? And it's simple because the Pakistanis already have it in their genes. They know how to be nice and friendly.
So, one important question actually comes to my mind. If you find out some hardworking women in Pakistani villages and you find that they have really good skills and they can do many things like in woodwork, clothing, embroidery, and some other products, for example, such as any ornaments, making ornaments, or some other products. If you find these women, can you also spot? I mean, let me ask this. Let me put it in the right way. Do you also have any support from foreign projects or foreign like organization who can support them economically in terms of giving them more opportunities to grow in international market? Do you have any project like this where you can support local women with the economy, or any funding or small loans?
Now, I would love to, but my project is very small, and what you see with many NGOs in Pakistan that they especially are supporting more. How can I say big projects? Um, One side, I would love if
Yeah.
there was some investment from foreign NGOs, but at the other side, I also feel proud that we also can do it on our own. If we make it sustainable, if we I think it has to be a business model what we are doing. It's not charity, it's not NGOs. And I think if
It's
we make
business
the
model.
choice
Do
to
you
be
have your
business,
website where
then we have to
people
do it
can
on our
contact
own.
you, where people can find you, people can approach you or write women if they have some products to show you? Do you have any website or point of contact for them?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a website, I have
Under
Facebook,
which name?
and I communicate a lot with locals in the field. What I also do is in Islamabad is the head office, but the plan is that in every place where we have tourism, there is a local office and local managers. They have to, at the end, they have to do the work. I will try to organize the tourists who are coming, domestic tourists, international tourists, but also because of the sustainability, I want that the locals are being the managers and the locals are going to organize their own tourist projects.
So for international tourism, which country will you recommend?
Now I hope to start with the Netherlands. And
Uh-huh.
I found on Facebook there's also in the United States a village project. So perhaps pitch in, I can become one of their partners. That they can send from the West also tourists to Pakistan to enjoy this village life. Because I still think a holiday is not spending in a five-star hotel or sitting in a city. I think a holiday is
Yes.
spending your time in nature, walk and swim, meet another culture, meet other people. I think that is so That is so refreshing. It's so good to really reload your battery. And when you come back at work, you have met so new friends and so many new experience. I
Yes.
think that's a holiday.
Loving people, sporting people. And what experiences actually do you think people can take away after visiting those people or those places? What they can take away from there?
How good it is to spend a couple of days without your internet, without your Wi-Fi, and without your mobile. That you are
Okay.
just in the nature. You and the nature are together. You don't have to do anything. Just relax, sit,
Right.
watch, walk, swim. And
So it's
don't
more
look the
natural.
whole
You
time
can
at your
have more
phone.
fresh air. What do you
Yeah.
actually think about city life? Because we have Lahore, we have Islamabad capital, and people are talking a lot in terms of historical buildings, in terms of government buildings. Have you ever been to Lahore, Liberty Center,
Yeah, many
Lahore,
times.
Finsbury?
I love the old city. I think the old city should also be, it's more a city project, but that's what you do for the day. That you go to the old city of Lahore. I've been many times to the old city of Peshawar. Karachi also. It's a beautiful city with so many historical buildings. The coastline of Karachi, or you go outside in Sindh with all these Sufi shrines. But I think the city is just for a nice trip that you get some historical experience of Pakistan. See
Yes,
all this
Karachi is more like
beautiful.
foreign country. So I've been there once. It looks like I mean mini Dubai or mini United Kingdom. Some of areas. It's been long time. I don't know how does it look now. But that was fantastic. Some of the buildings, some of the living standard over there were on at international standard. Let's have a look because we are going live. As you are aware of our show, I always try to do live show instead of editing or recorded one. So we have been joined by many live viewers. So if you think we can take their live comments, and then if you want to answer one of the comments, then feel free to answer one of their questions. So we have been joined by Chaudhry Rashid Gujar. Thank you so much for watching us. Advocate Muhammad Shafiq Safdar Shah Kasmi, welcome to our show. And you have also asked a question. You actually appreciated the guest. You said a great program, and also you mentioned, she said, true Pakistan because we also respect for foreign journalists and others. She have good comments about Pakistan. So she actually Ataf Abbasi has joined us. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for watching us live. Um, yes, if you want to comment on Safdar Shah Kasmi, actually, he said we respect foreign journalists and we also respect other people who visit our Pakistan. Do you want to comment anything about his comment? Wilma, do you want to comment on
Oh
his
yeah, and no,
comment?
no, no, no. That's true. That's also what I feel. That's always a lot of people think that it's a scary country. You are as a foreigner, you are not welcome. Especially as a woman, you are not fully respected. But let me tell you, I feel, especially as a foreigner, as a woman, I have no any restrictions. I can do what I want.
So you have no
And
restrictions.
I
You
feel
feel
respect. There is
safely.
respect. I've been also to conservative areas where the culture is more restricted, and still, people will never ask me, don't do this or don't do that. They're
So
happy that
you
I'm
have a
there.
freedom of movement, you have freedom of choices, you can go wherever you want to do and whenever you want to go.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this is quite interesting, and this is actually takeaway message for those people who really want to visit Pakistan, who want to be tourist. And if you go there, then Wilma's company will be there for you people to provide you guidance. But this is not volunteer organization. You have to be prepared if you want their services. But they are actually professional. And they can guide you through. They can take you through to different villages, different cities. Am I right, Wilma?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You tell the good story. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. I just want to ask, what's the best experience you've had in your last? How many years actually you've been living in Pakistan?
5 years. Since
Five
2015. So in
years.
October, I'm here for 5 years. Yeah.
Right. So, what's your best experience in those 5 years? So, what's the best thing you want to share with viewers right now?
Oh, there are so many things. I'm thinking now very fast. What was my best experience?
This is rapid question
I don't
actually.
have any negative experience. The only negative, but that's what you face everywhere in the world is the bureaucracy. If you have to extend your visa, you need papers. But That's just a frustration for a couple of hours and then it's gone. Um, I think the best experience still in Pakistan is, and that's the reason I also like it here. If I think at 5 o'clock in the afternoon I want to meet my friend, I go to my friend. If I live in the Netherlands and I think at 5 o'clock I want to meet my friend is upset and will tell me, let's meet in 2 weeks, or let's meet next week, or let's meet in the weekend. But
Yes.
here I can even go unannounced. I can go to my friends and they will never say we are busy, you can't go in, or just give me a glass of water. I think that's what I still like in Pakistan. It's just it's you live today and tomorrow is another day.
Right. So are you,
That's what I
because what
call
I'm getting
quality.
from, uh-huh. So what I'm getting from your points that there are more freedom of choices and freedom of time, so you can do whenever you want to do any activity in terms of your business. So there is no restrictions of 5 p.m. that if it's 5 p.m. people just deny people. I mean, tell you we can't work because it's already been 5 p.m. So people are willing and ready to work, to contribute, to support you. And also, I think businesses' timings are more flexible than international standards. So people can open their businesses, do their businesses. What do you think in terms of investment? What have you experienced in Pakistan? Because you are running your own business. So what do you want to tell other people who want to be investor or who want to be business person in Pakistan?
Now that's also under Imran Khan, I have to say. They have made it's easy as possible for investors. You can there's this organization, I don't know the full name, the SCCP, where you have to go for your business registration. They do it in 48 hours.
Okay.
Um, Let me tell you, in any sense, as you want to do business in Pakistan, they have made it very easy for you. You can open a bank account, you can work with partners, you can work without partners. This company is on my own name. I don't need a partner. In many countries where you want to
All
go
right.
and want to set up business, and you need a local partner. But it's I'm very proud. I am my own CEO.
Hmm. So that's fantastic. Do you think there is less stress in terms of compliance or reporting or in terms of complications in the procedure than the other international countries? So, what's your point of view in terms of taking stress in business in Pakistan?
Now it's still one side. Of course, there is still, but that's also what I face when I want to open business in the Netherlands. You still have this bureaucracy, um, and it's now it's. Let me tell you, but that's what we face everywhere over the world. We have this COVID-19. We have this virus what has blocked the economy, that has blocked investors, and Pakistan is also going to feel the pain now. So I don't know the future, to be honest. I don't know what is going to happen the coming months, and I hope that um, foreign investors still have trust in Pakistan and want to come, and tourists still have interest to come, because I think that is also with your people. 60% of the Pakistanis are under the 26 years old. You have many people who are so high educated, and young ones really wants to work. They really want to get this experience. So there are
So,
so
younger
many
people
good.
are more passionate and
They
hardworking. What
are.
do you
They
think?
are. They really. They want to have this experience. And now because of COVID, companies are broken. Companies are gone. So I often think it's a perfect country to invest.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So one last question I want to ask: how long more you do you want to live in Pakistan?
What I told you, what I have learned from the Pakistanis, I live by the day, but I have set up this company. My daughter still has to finish her school in the coming years. So I don't think I'm going to leave so soon.
So you want to stay in Pakistan forever?
No, yeah, forever. If you live in Asia, you never know what is forever. But I think for the coming years, I'm happy here. I'm okay. I have no any reason to leave or go back to the Netherlands. I'm okay.
That's fantastic, and it's very inspiring actually. from listening you, because I originally am from Pakistan. I have come here in this country to get further education, more experience in my professional life. But listening, after listening from you, so many positive things and so many actually inspiring things about Pakistan. So we really want to give out this message to the other people. Not we want to give out message. What message you want to give to your viewers right now through this platform?
No, I think Pakistan needs you. All these Pakistanis overseas, most of the Pakistanis have good positions. They are coming from the village. I think come over, and it's not that you have to make me rich, but please come over and go to the village, spend time there, and bring your children, bring your family, bring your neighbors, and spend time, invest, and be proud that you are once you were born in this country.
Thank you so much, Wilma, joining us. And I have had so much useful information, and it's really been nice talking to you. And thank you so much for joining me.
Okay, thank you too.
Thank you so much for your time. So I just want to tell finally to viewers, thank you so much for watching us. And in the end, I just want to include more comments. Comments जो है हमारे पास शमसुद्दीन and also Salim Katia, Sardar Arbab, and also Iftikhar Hussein Qureshi Advocate. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm sure you've had a good experience, a good time after watching some views from my guest. So it's really been an honor that she has given me her precious time, and she has spoken about her experiences, about her projects in Pakistan, and she's given you information through this platform. So one of the most actually things I have liked from her conversation, that he said it's very safe to live in Pakistan, to visit Pakistan, and also it's safe to invest in Pakistan. People are supportive, and you can also have more flexible times in your for your business. You can have more support from local people. And if you go to Pakistan, try to visit natural places, lakes, mountains. There are so many beautiful places around Islamabad, and also villages like Kalar Kahar, Chakwal Lakes, Sakarzu, Neelam Wadi, and many more places. If you want any further information, just go to Wilma's company and contact her. Wilma, do you want to provide any of your contact details to viewers?
Yeah, you can Google me on. You can find my website, but also on Facebook. I have called my company Rural Travel Pioneers.
Mhm. So Facebook, under which
.com.
name your page is?
Yeah,
Under your name or
it's
under your
Rural
company's
Travel
name?
Pioneers.
Okay, rural. Just say that again.
Travel,
Rural Travel Pioneers. So Rural Travel
Rural Travel
Pioneers, you will
Pioneers.
find Wilma on Facebook, and also you will find Wilma on website. So once again, thank you so much for watching us. I will keep bringing my international guest, national guest, and local guest, so that we can share some knowledge, we can share some expertise, we can share some information during this, after this actually COVID-19 um, period, so that where you can get so many useful information, and you can contact those people in your own time. So in the meantime, take care of yourself, take care of your family members. I will see you soon in my next show.